So this is part 2 of my, what I'm calling my great bathroom cabinet clean out project. This time I'm going to show a larger sample of stuff that I found, and what scares me about it the most. So let me just go through these as fast as I can so I don't lose you. In my early 20s, I saw a dermatologist because I had acne, and he was the one who suggested that I use only Neutrogena products on my skin. And so, like a good little doobie, I've been doing that ever since, thinking that that was a gentler, more natural. I don't even know what he told me, but he told me to do it, and I did. So, which isn't entirely like me to completely just listen to somebody without like a rationale, but I did anyway. I liked the products. I thought they worked well. So this one's called, I don't know if you can see it, Neutrogena Healthy Skin. It's called, Neutrogena Healthy Skin Face Lotion with SPF 15. This product was around from 2014. I still had it in my cabinet. It was scored a 7 out of 10 in terms of health risk on the EWG Skin Deep database, and that is because it has propylparaben in it, retinol palmitate in it, fragrance, and oxybenzone. So these different ingredients are associated with endocrine disruption. They're associated with cancer and biochemical and cellular level changes. And the oxybenzone, which is the active ingredient for the sunscreen part of it, is also associated with developmental and reproductive toxicity, as well as biochemical or cellular level changes and potentially cancer. So I'm surprised at the name Healthy Skin, because pretty much it's the last thing you want to put on your skin if you want for your skin to be healthy. But this is what I've been using. Right along with that is the eye cream, which is also called Healthy Skin. This one has the same bad ingredients as the lotion, with the addition of diazolidinyl urea, which is a known formaldehyde releaser. So when this is present in a product, it's likely that formaldehyde is also present in it. So yeah, that's what I was putting under my eyes. Lovely. So bye-bye Healthy Skin. One more Healthy Skin product. This was my favorite. This is a bronzer. This one's loaded with bad things. All these red numbers are the worst risks on the database. Similar to the other stuff, it has a lot of parabens, 3 different kinds of parabens, and if you're not sure what parabens are, they're a class of preservative that are used in many skincare products to prevent the growth of bacteria and mold. They have a tendency to mimic estrogen, and they may play a role in triggering cancer, as well as that they are endocrine disruptors. So anyway, 3 different kinds of them are in this bronzer, which I was putting on my face pretty much every day. It also has DNC Red 6, which has it has a cancer is one of the concerns associated with DNC Red number 6. So yeah, this one scored 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. So yuck, that one's gone. No more Healthy Skin for Cyndi. Couple others of some of the body lotions, which I think are probably one of the most concerning things, because you cover such a large surface of your body with it, and you leave it on, you don't rinse it off, so these really get absorbed in, have the most potential to cause problems. This one is the Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Aloe Lotion. The bottle's almost empty, so apparently I was using it This scored an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Really scary stuff. This has formaldehyde releaser in it. Is it the same one? Yep. Diazono little whatever urea and retinol acetate associated with cancer and developmental toxicity. Again, everything has fragrance listed, which is frightening because they can also throw phthalates in with that, which I'll talk about that after. And two different other kinds of parabens in it. So it's loaded with a lot of bad stuff that you definitely don't want to be slathering all over your skin and leaving on every day. So there's that. I was also using, I used to buy these handy little towelette things, which I especially like to have in my gym bag to wash off my face after a workout. And also bought these for my teenage daughter who has autism, because found that it was easier for her to wash her face with a towelette than to try to use a washcloth. Anyway, not happy to see that there's formaldehyde releaser in this stuff, as well as benzyl alcohol and fragrance. I think this scored a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, so not a great product. I won't be wasting my money on those anymore either. And so I think I'm just going to stop there with the products, because I do have a bunch more I'm going to do in the next segment. But I just want to say again how, well, I was going to talk about the phthalates. Let's do that real quick. They are plasticizers that are used to help make fragrances stick to your skin and styling products more malleable. They'll also help nail polish to stick to and curl to the ends of your nails so that it sticks on there nicely. So those are some of the products you'll see phthalates in, although it's really hard to spot them on an ingredient label because they are they don't necessarily have to write phthalates on it. So there's different terms that will be used when they're present. They can be abbreviated to like letters like DBP and DEHP and whatnot. And they can be really tricky to avoid. I think it's possible that they can also be shoved in under the fragrance trade secret law. So if it's part of the fragrance, then it can just get shoved in there, and the company can just write fragrance on the ingredients and get away with it. Why is this happening in 2017 in the United States of America? I have no idea how it has gone on this long, even with people fighting to try to improve the laws. This has still been happening. Right now, the cosmetics industry is allowed to police itself. The FDA does very little to regulate ingredient safety, and cosmetics companies can use whatever ingredients they want for the most part. There's a very tiny little list of ingredients that have been banned or restricted in the United States. Other than that, they can put whatever they want in there. And even if the product causes harm to consumers, the FDA has no authority to recall the product. So companies would have to do that voluntarily, which is, to me, mind-blowing. I can't even believe that is happening. So anyway, that's why it's important as consumers that you learn about this and educate yourself and try to make better choices, safer choices. How do we know what any of this stuff is doing to us? It's barely even been tested. And we know for a fact that there's all sorts of skyrocketing numbers for diseases with no real explanation for it. So though you can't necessarily control the air that you breathe, or contamination in food that you might buy or whatever, you do the best you can to try to choose things that are not contaminated. But your skin products, you do have a choice. You can choose not to use the stuff that's on the shelves because it's not necessarily safe. So anyway, to be continued. Thank you so much for listening.